In a world where shadows linger not just in the creaky halls of old asylums or the dusty corners of Victorian mansions, there exists a more unexpected realm of the paranormal. Imagine, if you will, a whisper echoing through the woods. A call that resonates not with the echoes of hospital corridors or the clink of antique teapots, but with the haunting beauty of the American wilderness. These paths, twisted and enigmatic, meander over rocks, across babbling streams, leading adventurers through the heart of nature's untamed splendor. But beware, for these trails hold more than scenic vistas and tranquil moments. For some who tread these paths, their journey is met with an eerie interruption, a presence unexplainable, an encounter with the restless energy of spirits seeking to unleash eons of trapped fervor. Welcome to a chilling convergence of the living and the departed, in the most unexpected of places. This is not just a hike, it's a journey into the heart of the paranormal. Welcome to Beyond the Fringe, where every step could be a step beyond our world. Nestled within Altadena, California, lies a mysterious woodland known as the Haunted Forest, a place where the surreal meets the natural. This peculiar forest, which eerily encroaches upon the grounds of the former Cobb estate, has a history steeped in intrigue. The land, spanning 107 acres, was acquired in 1916 by a Freemason named Cobb. Years later, it passed into the hands of a determined social studies teacher, backed by generous donors and a wealthy patron. Their efforts were not in vain, for they eventually handed over this mystical expanse to the United States Forest Service as a protected arboretum, safeguarding its enigmatic beauty for eternity. Venturing into this haunted forest is not for the faint-hearted. Travelers who dare to walk its shadowed paths report chilling encounters, loud, unexplained screams piercing the still air, intermingled with bursts of eerie laughter that seem to emanate from nowhere and everywhere. Rumors swirl that this patch of wilderness is a haven for witches, a claim bolstered by tales of strange flickering lights dancing up and down the hills under the cover of darkness. Hikers recount unnerving sensations of unseen hands brushing against them and the unsettling feeling of invisible eyes observing their every move. Among the many tales, one hiking group recounted a particularly spine-tingling experience. As they navigated past peculiar round structures on the trail, they glimpsed a gathering of figures clad in white hoods, lurking behind a bush. In a heart-stopping moment, one of these spectral figures vanished into thin air as the hikers approached. Then, without warning, a shadowy form, human in shape but unnaturally swift, burst from the undergrowth and sped down a slope with lightning speed, its limbs a blur in the dim light. And in another chilling encounter, a hiker heard a deep, guttural grunt close by, a sound so unsettling that it haunted his memory. Sharing this experience later, he was shocked to learn his friend had encountered something eerily similar within these very woods. Shrouded in mystery and far removed from the sun-drenched cheer of San Diego, lies the elfin forest of Escondido, California, also known by the enigmatic name Quest Haven. This forest, steeped in history and shadow, whispers tales from the turn of the 19th century, a time when it was home to a band of gypsies. Alas, their presence stirred unrest among the local villagers, whose fear and hatred escalated into a tragic conflict. The gypsies, determined to protect their new home, faced a brutal onslaught, leading to a horrific massacre. In the wake of this tragedy, the survivors cast a curse upon the elfin forest, dooming the land to bear the weight of their sorrow and vengeance. The entrance to this haunted realm is marked by a wooden fence, adorned with a sign depicting slumbering elves, a misleading emblem of peace for a land so deeply scarred. Just beyond this deceptive threshold lies an ancient Native American burial ground, adding layers of sacred mystery to the already eerie atmosphere. Nearby, the skeletal remains of an abandoned asylum stand as a silent sentinel to the area's dark past. In this forest, where reality intertwines with the supernatural, visitors have reported chilling encounters. Among these spectral phenomena is the apparition of a woman clad in white, a ghostly figure who is said to silently join hikers, her presence an unsettling companion on their journey. The trees themselves, twisted and gnarled, seem to hold more than just leaves and branches. Witnesses speak of seeing the forlorn bodies of Native Americans swaying in the breeze, a haunting reminder of the land's ancient heritage. Along the winding trails, other ghostly figures are said to lurk, watching from the shadows, each step on the path echoing with the whispers of the past. Deep in the heart of New York, far from the bustling city streets, lies a trail steeped in mystery and sorrow. The Long Path, a winding journey through the state's more secluded landscapes, leads to a place frozen in time and tragedy, the Letchworth Village Cemetery in Thiels, Rockland County. Unlike the traditional resting places dotted with elaborate headstones and inscriptions, this cemetery bears a more somber and unsettling signature. Here, the graves are marked only by stark, T-shaped markers, anonymous in their tribute, withholding names and birth dates, a silent testament to the forgotten lives they represent. This eerie burial ground, shadowing the Long Path, is the final resting place for the lost souls from a nearby asylum, dating back to 1911. The history of Letchworth Village is one of darkness and despair. Its residents, primarily children, were subjected to unimaginable horrors, extreme neglect, physical and sexual abuse. They became unwilling participants in a series of grievous misfortunes, including being the test subjects of an experimental polio vaccine, a venture that added further to their anguish and suffering. Today, those who venture near this haunted path report unsettling experiences that chill the soul. Visitors speak of an inexplicable force, a sensation of being pushed by unseen hands as they walk among the graves. Shadows flit and dance in the corner of the eye, defying explanation and logic. And in the stillness, threatening voices are said to whisper on the wind, a chilling reminder of the agony endured by the spirits that linger in this place. In the vast, rugged beauty of Arizona, a unique and haunting experience awaits those who venture to the Transept Trail, nestled within the northern rim of the Grand Canyon. This trail, stretching across 3 miles of breathtaking landscapes, holds a secret that transcends the natural splendor of its surroundings. Day or night, hikers on the Transept Trail have reported a sight both eerie and poignant. A solitary woman wandering the path, her attire a white dress adorned with blue flowers, an image of sorrow amidst the grandeur of the canyon. This spectral figure appears lost in mourning, her presence imbued with a deep, unending sadness. According to local lore, she is the ghostly embodiment of a wife and mother whose life was forever altered by tragedy. Her husband and son, it is said, met their untimely demise in a hiking accident along this very trail. Now she is said to roam the canyon's vast expanse, a broken spirit in perpetual search for her lost loved ones. Her journey is one of despair and longing, a quest driven by a love that transcends the bounds of mortality. Visitors who have glimpsed her speak of the profound sense of melancholy that accompanies her silent vigil, a reminder of the enduring power of love and loss. Tucked away in the remote stretches of the Appalachian Mountains lies a path shrouded in mystery and history, the Ghost House Trail in Tennessee's Big Ridge State Park. Despite its relatively short length of 1.2 miles, this trail resonates with a chilling past, elevating it to a place of eerie prominence among haunted hikes. The Ghost House Trail's name is a haunting whisper of the land's turbulent history, marked by incidents as dark as a Native American scalping and a witch hanging. While the authenticity of many such historical hauntings is often a subject of debate, the brutal reality of the scalping is acknowledged by a somber plaque situated along a nearby trail, serving as a silent testament to the area's violent past. In the 1800s, this spectral path was the abode of the Hutchinson family, whose tragic story lends an additional layer of sorrow to the trail. The family's daughter, Mary, was struck down by tuberculosis, passing away within their home. After her untimely death and the family's subsequent departure, neighbors reported eerie phenomena, ghostly lights seen flickering within the now deserted home, as if echoing the life and energy that once filled its rooms. Today, it is said that Mary's spirit lingers on the Ghost House Trail, her presence an ethereal reminder of her untimely demise. Accompanying her is the ghost of the family's loyal dog, a spectral companion whose presence is felt rather than seen. Hikers often report the unnerving sensation of hearing the dogs panting, as if it were running alongside Mary down the trail, invisible yet palpably present. In the unexpected wilds of New Jersey, far from the hustle and bustle of its urban landscapes, lies a trail wrapped in legend and fear, the Batona Trail, a sinuous path of 50 miles meandering through the dense pine barrens. This trail is infamous not just for its secluded beauty, but for being the alleged haunt of a creature steeped in local lore, the Jersey Devil. The origins of this chilling tale date back to the late 1700s, centered around a woman known as Mrs. Leeds. Legend has it that upon learning of her pregnancy with her 13th child, Mrs. Leeds, overwhelmed and distressed, uttered a curse upon the unborn child, wishing it to be a devil. The story, perhaps a reflection of her frayed sanity amid the chaos of raising a large family, takes a dark and fantastical turn. It's said that her curse was horrifyingly realized when she gave birth to a creature far from human. This offspring, the so-called Jersey Devil, was a grotesque amalgamation of various animals, a body resembling a kangaroo's, a goat-like head, cloven hooves, horns, and a menacing tail. The tale takes a tragic twist, with the creature allegedly causing the death of Mrs. Leeds before escaping into the nearby swamp. Since then, the Jersey Devil has become a spectral symbol of terror within the Pine Barrens. Hikers and campers along the Batona Trail whisper of eerie encounters and unexplained phenomena. The most chilling of these are the nocturnal screams, described as the devilish cries of the Jersey Devil echoing through the darkness. Campers recount tales of waking to the sounds of something sinister prowling outside their tents, an unseen menace that leaves behind a trail of fear and uneasy. As we culminate our eerie journey through tales of the macabre, we return to the sun-drenched yet hauntingly desolate landscapes of California. Here, in the unforgiving expanse of Death Valley National Park, lies Warm Springs Canyon Road, a challenging 16-mile trek leading to a site steeped in notoriety, the Barker Ranch. This remote location, seared by the relentless sun, holds a dark chapter in American history, for it was here in the late 1960s that Charles Manson and his infamous family sought refuge. Barker Ranch, now a shadow of its sinister past, was the final hideout for Manson and his followers before their apprehension by authorities between October 10th and 12th, 1969. In a twist of irony, Manson, the orchestrator of heinous crimes, was discovered cowering beneath a kitchen sink, a stark contrast to the fear he once instilled. Today, those brave enough to camp overnight at Barker Ranch report chilling experiences that transcend the ordinary. Visitors speak of hearing phantom screams slicing through the silent desert air, an auditory haunting that echoes the ranch's violent history. An unsettling sensation of being watched pervades the atmosphere, as if unseen eyes linger in the shadows. Perhaps the most disturbing reports are those of a foul odor, akin to decomposing bodies, that seems to pervade the area. This sinister scent fuels speculation about the fate of Manson's lesser-known victims. Rumors suggest that more than a handful of people fell prey to Manson's madness, their bodies possibly hidden in shallow, unmarked graves within the vicinity of the ranch. Could these unaccounted victims be the source of this ghastly smell? As we conclude our journey through these spine-chilling paths, remember, seeking adventure and finding your true north on these haunted trails might thrill the soul and invigorate the body. Each step promises not just a test of endurance, but a brush with the unknown. Yet be warned, the eerie tales and spectral encounters that shroud these routes are not for the faint of heart. So, if you dare to tread where shadows linger and legends live, tread wisely. Until our next eerie exploration, happy trails to you.